In the beginning, a baby was born. He was circumcised on the 8th day. He was a member of the people of Israel, of the tribe of Benjamin. He was a Hebrew, born of Hebrews. His mother and father named him Saul, like the first king of Israel. He studied the Torah. He was very serious about knowing the Hebrew Bible. He became a Pharisee and advanced in Judaism beyond many people of the same age, for he was very zealous for the traditions of his ancestors. He worked hard to keep the laws in the Torah. He had no time or patience for people who did not. He persecuted the followers of Jesus. They thought that Jesus of Nazareth was a Messiah. He was angry with them. The Messiah was to drive away the Roman soldiers. The Messiah was to rule with justice and mercy. Jesus was a criminal who had been crucified. In the law, it says that God curses any criminal who is hanged upon a tree. These people were telling lies about God. He had to stop them from saying such things. He persecuted these people violently, and he tried to destroy this group. God had different plans for Saul. In his last appearance, Christ appeared to Saul, just as he had appeared to Peter and the 12 and hundreds of Jesus' followers. Saul went into the deserts of Arabia. He was confused. He needed to understand what God wanted him to do. He prayed. He watched the empty desert and listened to its silence. He came so close to God, and God came so close to him that he knew what God wanted him to do. He was to travel to the ends of the earth. He was to tell people what had happened to him, for he had changed. As he travelled so much throughout the Roman Empire, he began to use his Roman name, Paul. He earned his keep as a tent maker. His real work was to try to say how his hate had turned to love. He began small groups known as churches, where people could show how this was done. He also wrote letters to help the new churches to do this. Paul's work was to try and tell his story and to write letters. He became a story himself, and his letters are still being read in churches to this very day.